Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. So this is going to be a reading for the Twin Flame Collective for Gemini season. So do check out my Taurus one as well, just to see, if you resonated with that for this month. Because I always like watching them at the end and watching them back and being like, oh wow, yeah, that did all happen. So yeah, we're going to see what is going on during the next season. So, Gemini season, it is the season of the twins. So he's hoping there's going to be some good shifts. Taurus season's been slow with lots of healing. Divine Masculine's healing inner child wounds, and Divine Feminine's healing around kind of like karmic partner situations, third party situations, doing the emotional healing there. So let us see what comes out here. We're going to use the Golden Universal for the masculines, my Witch's Tarot for the feminines, Rider-Waite for what's going on between you both. We're going to look into Headspace, Heart Space, and just see what is going on generally. So let us start with the Divine Masculine's Headspace for Gemini season, please. We have Justice. So the Divine Masculines here are clearly thinking about restoring some kind of balance, thinking about their behavior, thinking about what is not balanced right now. What is blocking them from moving forwards? What is blocking them from feeling stable here? So the Divine Masculines here clearly want to bring about some kind of clarity. They're having a bit of a breakthrough in their headspace. They're starting to see where situations do need to change. They're starting to see where karmic situations need to come to an end if they haven't already. And this is also thinking about, what is fair, what is right, what is justice to them? How can they experience justice in their lives, not just this connection? Divine Feminine Headspace for Gemini season. I'm getting straight away that both counterparts are thinking a lot about like the memories that they've shared here. Okay, Divine Feminine Headspace, we have a 9 of Wands, so a little bit guarded. So Divine Feminines are definitely thinking here about battles, about what's gone down in the past between you both. I'm really getting like there's a lot of quite wounded energy coming in for the Divine Feminine. So thinking about where she's been wronged, where things haven't been right, basically, in this connection and in her life. Like, this is not just related to her twin flame connection. This is like all of her experiences so far. So there's a lot of repressed anger coming up for the Divine Feminines during Gemini season. So working through that mindset. I am getting, there might be a potential to slip back into victim mode, so do be mindful of that if you're a Divine Feminine watching this. But there's a strong warrior energy around the Divine Feminines during this season, so expect to feel quite strong, quite stable, maybe a little bit defensive. Let's see what's going on for the Divine Masculine's heart space. There is a breakthrough because I can see like a beam of light getting in. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. So in their heart is their Divine Feminine here. 10 of Cups on the bottom. So in their heart, this Divine Masculine here is thinking about his Divine Feminine, thinking about what he can do to restore the balance, to bring the love. There is a lot of love coming through from the Divine Masculines during this season. Can't wait to see what they're actually going to do about this. But there's, in their heart space, there is their Divine Feminine. The love that he feels for her, it's not going anywhere. Divine Feminine heart space. Okay, the rest came out face down. This was face up, so I'm going to take it. 7 of Cups. So Divine Feminine is making choices. Her heart wants to make a decision. Her heart wants her to choose happiness. I am getting over this connection, so maybe she's thinking of choosing something else, trying to choose a different path here. She feels like she's got a choice to make around her heart space. Like, she wants to kind of like break free of what's gone down in the past. Like, she's thinking so much about what was wrong, why things didn't work out, about what doesn't feel right, and she wants to kind of like walk away from that and embrace a new chapter here. So let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine's 3D world during Gemini season. 5 of Cups. There's some sadness here. Yeah, 4 of Wands on the bottom. Do you know what? The Divine Masculines are really starting to feel quite heavy. Feel this separation quite heavily in their life. Like, see the separation. They're starting to see, you know, what isn't right. This is like what has fallen away or what needs to fall away. The divine masculines are kind of grieving, you know, in their 3D world. There's a sense of grief, of like desperation here, of like longing for change or improvement. Divine Feminine's 3D world, we have the Queen of Wands. So it feels like this is another season where the Divine Feminines just continue to be independent, continue to step into this place of quite powerful energy, really, you know, following her creative passions. So Divine Feminine's Divine Feminine's 3D world is all about moving forwards, making progress, continuing to be quite independent. I'm getting quite like a alluring kind of energy from this Divine Feminine. So it could very well be that you are starting to attract some admirers here. You know, your flame, your inner fire has been reignited. So let's see how is the Divine Masculine viewing his Divine Feminine during Gemini season? Page of Cups. So he wants to make an offer here. He is seeing his Divine Feminine as someone who he loves a lot, someone who he really wants to communicate this love with, to give something with, but doesn't quite feel ready. This is still Page energy. He's seeing his Divine Feminine as someone who he can have a family with, who he can settle down with. I keep getting haunted by his own shadows. How is the Divine Feminine viewing her Divine Masculine during this season? Four of Pentacles. So what I'm getting is the Divine Masculine is viewing his Divine Feminine as someone who is very loving, who's very innocent as well. This is a purity around her. So, you know, he sees her as someone who's very pure, very, like gives her love unconditionally, very loving, very warm, very nurturing. Perhaps with like a wounded inner child as well. You know, maybe he sees her as someone who's got her own healing to do as well. Divine Feminines are viewing their Divine Masculines in his Four of Pentacles energy. It's someone who's stubborn, who's not moving, who's a bit of a block on their path, if I'm being honest. That's how she's seeing him during this season. Sees him as someone who's not really letting go, not really making the changes which are needed to be made. A very stubborn energy. Okay, what action, if any, is the Divine Masculine going to take towards his Divine Feminine during Gemini season? Queen of Pentacles. So what action is he going to take? I feel like this is more about continuing to feel more stable, embracing more of his feminine energy. I don't feel like he's ready to approach just yet. It's like he's holding back still. He's holding back his offer because he's trying to work out what she's already got in her life. He's trying to work out what it is that she already has so that he knows what he can bring to the table. He doesn't know what to bring to the table right now. What action, if any, is the Divine Feminine going to take towards her Divine Masculine this month? Two of Wands and the Six of Swords. Why do I feel like the Divine Feminine is moving away? Yeah, we've got Three of Swords here. During Gemini season, it might be that the Divine Feminine starts to move away, move herself on because she's tired of waiting for this offer to approach. So it feels like she's moving in the opposite direction here. Rather than waiting for this offer to come in, which she doesn't feel like is coming, she's choosing to perhaps just move away from this completely. Okay, what else was I going to ask? I think that was it for the counterparts individually. Now we're going to look at what's going on between them both. So we're going to see what is just generally going on in the Twin Flame Collective. So what's happening between you both? Let's see what magic the universe is working on. Queen of Swords. So you're both still establishing some very clear boundaries. Queen of Swords to me is like, it's for karmic partner energy. It's that third party energy. So what's happening between you both? There might still be a third party block here. It could be on either side as well. The Queen of Swords, like, I just see this as third party energy. You know, it could be on either side here. It doesn't have to be the masculine. Okay, so there's still balance being restored. I am getting that, you know, it's still closing out karmic cycles here. There's things which are yet to come to completion. Both of you are trying to balance out your lives. You're trying to ride the waves of this connection. I am being shown here that, you know, we are about to enter eclipse season, obviously. And I am being shown that these next couple of months during eclipse season are going to be really powerful. And 9 of Pentacles. So both of you are just kind of enjoying your time apart, focusing on yourself still. It just doesn't feel like it's time to reconnect. This might change as the weeks go on, but right now, looking into Gemini season, it's both of you enjoying your own lives, both of you focusing on what it is you want to harvest in your lives. There could be communication with this Ace of Swords, because there needs to be a new start in communication, and I do feel like that wants to happen, but it's going to come when you're not expecting it, and it might not be during Gemini season, but for some of you, you will see a fresh start in communication here. We have death, so yeah, there's going to be an ending. A cycle is going to end during Gemini season, which is going to bring about new beginnings. You know, whenever there is death, there is then chance for a rebirth, or for new things to enter. Yeah, there we go, World. There's going to be some kind of ending here which completes a cycle during Gemini season, and this is going to be quite huge. This is going to be something which you've been waiting on for quite some time here. There we go, Page of Swords. So I feel like you're both sensing each other's energy quite a lot. Both of you are wanting to communicate, but you don't know how to work together just yet. So you are still going to be working on yourselves individually, like independently of each other. But I do feel like both of you are kind of like checking up on each other in some way. Whether you're pulling cards on this person, or whether this person's like looking at your social media, both of you are finding some way to check in on each other. And we have the Knight of Swords. So things are going to start to pick up speed here. The Page becomes the Knight. There's a lot of Swords energy here, actually. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. So what's happening between you both? Clarity, intellect, using your head, you know, thinking things through here. There is a sense of wanting to move in the right direction. Divine Feminine is you don't know what direction it is you need to move in. So you're just moving yourself forwards, kind of refusing to stay stuck in this cycle anymore. Oops, sorry, I just hit you over the head. The Sun and the Four of Wands came out. So there is going to be balance restored. There's going to be good times coming. But Gemini season is all about kind of clearing the way, clearing the path for this. I do feel like there's a lot of masculine healing going on during Gemini season, which is going to help the two of you. I mean, like, recognize each other. There's some kind of recognition. It's like both of you are kind of not forgotten each other, but you've kind of like lost the sense of who this person is, like underneath all of their ego. So there's a sense of recognizing this person's soul again, their purity. I am being given the Divine Masculine returns, but whether or not this will be in Gemini season, I don't know. But they are saying the Divine Masculine returns. There we go, Justice and King of Wands. And Justice came out for the Divine Masculine Headspace. I do feel like Gemini season could see some of these Divine Masculines returning to restore the balance in this connection. The King of Wands takes action. The King of Wands is someone who moves, who follows his passions. So if there isn't movement from a Divine Masculine, there's definitely thinking about restoring this balance during Gemini season. Thinking a lot about what it is he wants to do, what changes he wants to make, how he can restore that balance. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. So both of you are kind of desiring some deeper commitment here. Both of you are desiring to have some serious changes in this connection. I do sense that there's some kind of divine intervention here. So whether or not your person returns is going to depend on where you're both at on your individual journeys. But I do feel like there's going to be some divine intervention to bring about some kind of reconciliations here. Someone's biting their lips. So someone like is holding back what they want to say. And there it is, the Emperor, the Divine Masculine. Holding back what he wants to say. He's biting his lip, but he wants to speak. Why is this happening? Eight of Swords. So he feels trapped, and what's funny is the Empress flew out as well. He feels trapped when it comes to his Divine Feminine. He doesn't know what to say. He's definitely holding back his words when it comes to communicating with his Divine Feminine during Gemini season. So there's all this energy, this like push to communicate, but he's trying to bite his lip. He's trying to hold back here. Six of Swords though. He wants to get in this boat and move with her. He doesn't want her to move off on her own. He wants to be moving forwards with her. I'm getting playing catch up. He wants to catch up to his Divine Feminine. He wants to find a way to get the two of them in the same boat. There might be an opportunity that comes during Gemini season for the two of you to reconnect. Ace of Wands, yeah, there could very well be an opportunity with this Ace of Wands, but it's going to require action. You know, aces I always see as, yes, it's a new beginning, but it's still potential energy. You've still got to act on the ace to get movement here. So during Gemini season, I do feel like there could be an opportunity here, but someone is going to have to act on it. It could be that the Divine Masculine here gets given a chance and he has to seize this Ace of Wands and turn it into something fruitful, turn it into an actual 3D action here towards his divine counterpart. Hey, stop chewing my boxes. So, yeah, whether or not he acts on this depends on his free will, but there's definitely the sense or the desire to act here. So let's use my Soul Connections Journey deck, which you can buy in my shop. The link is in the description box below to see what is going on. Spirit babies are working with you. Your Divine Masculine is definitely thinking about having a family with you, thinking about children here, thinking about what a family with you looks like. Still doing a lot of inner child work as well. And we have detachment. So the Divine Masculines are trying to continue to kind of detach from this connection. You know, because there's a sense of avoiding here. There's a sense of them wanting to just focus on themselves. They still have to go through this transition. They still have to end some karmic stuff in their life. And we have fantasy here. So they might be detaching from the 3D situation a little bit to explore the 5D with you, to experience, you know, the fantasy of this connection, what they truly desire with you. Divine Feminines, you have miracles, so expect to see some really good things unfolding in your life during Gemini season. There's going to be breakthroughs. There's going to be miracles in your life, not necessarily around this connection, but just generally here. Yeah, in your environment. So your environment is going to undergo some kind of miracles during Gemini season. Huge changes are up ahead for you. The chance for you to, I don't know, maybe buy a new home or do something which you've wanted to do for some time. You're experiencing divine intervention. These are your rewards coming to fruition. The divine universe is going to find some way to bring you some changes in your environment, some breakthroughs and miracles here. Between you both, we have avoiding. So both of you seem to be avoiding this connection right now. It does come down to divine timing. GEMINI. What is going on between you both? Anxiety and telepathy. So it feels like what's happening between you both is there's still a lot of detachment in this connection, but you're both receiving each other's thoughts. So you're picking up on your person's worries and anxieties. They're picking up on yours. So just be mindful of what it is you're projecting out there as well. Get your thoughts under control. Yeah, there's a distance between you both during Gemini season, but it's like that distance is there for a reason. It's to help you both with your journeys. So just surrender to it. Allow whatever distance to be there. You know, whatever is needed is needed. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Let's see where we'll be by the end of Gemini season. Communicate. So by the end of Gemini season, there could be a willingness to communicate with each other. You could have seen communication from your counterpart. It does feel like some of this distance is being closed during Gemini season. So let me just get a clarify for this communicate cards. By the end of Gemini season, Meditate. So this could very well be 5D communication from this person that you're receiving a lot of during Gemini season. Visualize your person sending you a message. Visualize them communicating with you as well. Okay, we have ready. Yeah, I do feel like this person will be ready to communicate by the end of Gemini season. It feels like they've not got too much longer before they speak up. We have Elephant Spirit. So both of you are guided to learn from the past. Both of you are having this time out to ensure a rebirth here. The Bat Spirit. I've been seeing the word bat everywhere as well. So both of you are kind of having some time out to learn from the past so that you don't repeat a cycle. So that there can be a rebirth. But first there must be a death. So first there must be an ending here. Let me use the Romance Angel to see what is going on during Gemini season between you both. Love yourself first. Yeah, both of you are focusing on self-love still. Both of you are still nurturing yourselves here. Let's see for the Divine Masculine during Gemini season. Stay optimistic about your love life. So the Divine Masculines during Gemini season are starting to think more positively, to think about justice. That's what keeps coming through, to think about justice here. And the Divine Feminines during Gemini season, getting to know each other. So you could be getting to know someone new here, maybe like just dating. So it could be that, yeah, you're starting to reconnect with someone else, and just, you know, the early stages of getting to know someone new. Take that as it resonates. Let me just get a couple of cards from this deck just to get some guidance for Gemini season. Crown chakra, so open up to receive those downloads, open up to communicate telepathically with your counterpart. Yeah, heart chakra. Wow, there's a lot of like clearing of your energy, clearing of your chakra system going on here. Stop worrying about time. Stop worrying about time running out, because it's not running out here. And we have the lead card. So during Gemini season, you're guided to just take charge of your life, focus on what you can move towards, take the leads where you can, and allow yourself to like release control of this connection. You know, let your counterpart take the lead or give it to the divine. There's no point worrying yourself when this is outside of your control. Third eye chakra. Are all the chakra cards going to come out? So yeah, you are experiencing downloads from the universe, connecting with your counterpart, seeing things psychically, and your heart chakra is opening and healing here, which is wonderful. Let's get one more card for Gemini season. Detach. Keep focusing on letting go. Keep focusing on releasing your need to control and just focusing on your own wish fulfillment, your own dreams here. You know, it is important to let this person experience the freedom that they need. It's important for both of you to detach from each other and just learn your individual lessons. So let us see what the Divine Masculine needs to surrender during Gemini season. Surrendering to setting limits. Okay, so it's healthy to set boundaries in relationships, practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. So I do feel like this is about setting limits in their life, maybe with third-party situations as well, but just establishing some clear boundaries. Divine Feminine, surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worry arises, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Okay, so let's just get some messages from the Divine Masculine to his Divine Feminine for Gemini season. Again, you can get all my message decks in my shop as well on my website. I want to marry you, my love. I'm receiving signs and messages from you. Have faith, we planned this before we were born. Let's see Divine Feminine to her Divine Masculine. You are the light in my darkness. God is helping me right now. And the best is yet to come. So both of you are definitely feeling more optimistic. Divine Masculine to his Divine Feminine. I know that you are the one I want to spend my life with. Yeah, I want to marry you, my love. The Divine Masculine here is in a deep knowing about what he wants here. Divine feminine to her divine masculine, my head isn't clear enough to make a decision. So that's why, you know, her heart feels like she has to make a choice this month. So she's wondering what direction to move in. She knows that right now she isn't clear enough to make a decision here, but she wants to. So I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Let me know what resonates. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to receive notifications for future uploads. And yeah, that was just a check-in for Gemini season. I'll go back to my normal readings tomorrow.